Good morning, my loves. Hello and welcome. I have so... and cue the train. Yep. Happened with a personal reading as soon as I went to go record that train. I was told last night by my guides, you say that train represents black magic. It doesn't. It used to, when you thought that dark magic existed. It just represents magic. Whatever phase of the spectrum I think that I'm on, that train symbolizes magic for me. So there's something in the High Priestess's energies right now that is going to trigger you. Oh my God, I just saw a vision of that top, that spinning, what did they call it in that movie? Inception. One of those tops, but they were a spinny top. It was called a totem. I don't know, it was something that would help ground you, High Priestess, because you're going very deep, okay? You're about to go on an adventure with the universe, and it's an internal one. It's in your everyday experience. It's not something crazy. For most of you, it's something that can happen at a grocery store. It's something that will happen on the radio. It's something that will take place when you're doing dishes, right? It's something your kid will say. It's nothing to be alarmed about at all. In fact, no, there's no fear. There's no fear. That's the whole point. The only reason the universe is trusting you, Divine Feminine, with these magical moments is because there's no fear. I mean, you don't live in fear. You've already dealt with fear. You don't live there anymore. You acknowledge it for what it is, and you immediately bust through it. There's so many downloads for you. It's insane. When you notice fear, trust it. Trust that it's not yours, because again, you've purified yourself. You have gone within and you've dealt with most of that shadow aspect. If it comes up and it is yours, deal with it, of course. But right now, you're being bombarded with a lot of energies that are not yours. So 2:22 on the clock. On the 21st. Let's get some messages here. Okay. It pays now more than ever to really watch what you say and how you say it. Okay. We are manifesting at a rapid rate. Instantly now. So it really pays to watch your words, okay? I keep hearing something about pay. It pays to watch your words. A lot of you are having an increase in money right now. A lot of abundance is coming through. Fear in reverse, because you released fear around it. You just broke some sort of barrier when it comes to your financial abundance. Freedom. You're recognizing that you're free. You're free because you don't live in fear. Others do. Others around you live in fear, but you're able to differentiate yourself and them. 3:33 on the clock. So you're free from fear. You're free from fear. And so it's not that the universe, you know, the source of everything, it's not that the frequency of abundance wouldn't have trusted you with it. It's that you didn't trust you with it. You see? You were around people who were living in a low vibrational energy of fear. And so another breakthrough that the Divine Feminine's had recently, or you're about to have, is this realization that if someone comes back from the past, you're allowed to say no. Not only are you allowed to, but you're required to. I know myself personally, as a Divine Feminine, I was always afraid that I wouldn't be able to say no. And that God would be angry at me for letting down people, for letting him down or her, you know what I mean? So the feminines right now, you're realizing, wow, judgment. You're realizing that God is not judgment. There is no judgment in God. There is only love in God. And so you're experiencing right now, you're replacing this with empowerment, self-empowerment. This self-restriction that you once put on yourself, you are now able to remove fully. And it's bringing in wealth. And I think the reason that the wealth aspect was dried up for a lot of you divine feminines is because truly you did not trust that you would be able to not say no energetically. That if somebody did come into your life and they were money hungry, that you would hand it over. So that's a big fear. That's a big fear that a lot of us have until we don't, until we break free from it, right? All right, so Holy Spirit, help me channel a message, please. Clear and concise, accurate messages for the Divine Feminine Collective at this time in the Twin Flame Union. Ooh. 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords in reverse, and the Hangman. This is somebody else's energy, and this is feeling like you're rising above it. You see somebody else's agony, and wow, and you realize it's not yours. You're rejecting it very quickly. We have the 4 of Cups. Could be a Gemini, Lovers, Fool, an air sign, or a Pisces. You're rejecting it very quickly. I heard smooth sailing ahead. You're moving past it really quickly. I am hearing a reference to the train again. So something about evil eye. This person could have at one time sent evil eye your way. What I'm actually getting is, wow, really all of a sudden. Yeah, it's magic. I do feel like this person's been pulling on your energy for a while. Divine Feminine, I was hearing this all morning. I was hearing every ex and their mother. I was hearing that. So you guys could have been with a mother-in-law before or something. It's every ex and their mother who's pulling on you right now. But I am getting something about masculines in general who may be pulling on your energy sexually. Thinking about you a little bit too much. Can I please know more about this? Their name can start with the letter W. That could be for somebody. WH. I'm getting Whitaker. I'm also hearing that. I'm hearing. Wow. I just heard. I was going to say the letter N, but then I heard, I was about to say, I heard the N word. This person could use the N word a lot. Wow. It was an intense message. The Lovers, again, Gemini energy here. I don't know why, but a Gemini is coming through for someone right now. I just feel like you keep saying no way. It's not yours. It really is not yours. 6 of Swords, there it is. I heard it. Smooth sailing. It's smooth sailing from here. I heard this person has to walk away. They're walking away in shame. They live in shame. This person lives in shame and they live in regret. Something here, I have to go into it. I'm getting there's one, I'm seeing the orange as in the sacral, and then there's something about this sword in between her legs here. It's really giving, yeah, here it is with the 9 of Swords as well. It's something about this may have, feminines, this may have affected your womb area. There could have been a very violent, abusive relationship here. This person is still connected to you through the sacral, okay? But what's happening here with this connection, please, Holy Spirit? Queen of Wands. I feel like you're taking your power back. Again, all the orange here, it's signifying the solar, or the sacral chakra. I feel like this person shamed you in a way. Made you feel, I heard violated. This is why it's important to watch your words right now, because I'm getting this cheetah is some sort of protector in the spirit realm right now. Divine Feminine, you're fine. You're safe now. You're safe. I feel like most of you that I'm channeling for right now, you're not in this anymore. If you are, I'm so sorry. I'm truly so sorry that this is happening to you. And I'm sorry that it happened to you in the past. But this is the way that you're speaking to the universe now, very confidently and boldly as the Queen of Wands, about this situation. And I'm hearing we're handling it. We're sitting them down. We're handling this. This cheetah represents someone in the spirit realm protecting you, watching you, looking over you. But you're calling it in, Queen of Wands. Like, you are the one doing this. You're the one doing it. You are the cheetah, but there's something external, very much external about it. Now, again, even if it's a spirit guide, it still feels external in that it's not your soul. It feels like someone else that can do something about this. Yeah, Ace of Swords and the Five of Cups. Cutting out the sadness. You can feel this person's sadness, regret, and loss. But with the way you're speaking, I'm hearing this tongue, the way that you're speaking to the universe. It's like you've cracked a code. You now know how to materialize things out of thin air using your speech. Quickly. Quite quickly too, might I add. I'm getting like, it's very fast. And the first card on this deck, which I didn't even recognize, is, I didn't know, it hurt me to tell you goodbye. This person can't tell you goodbye. You've told them goodbye, but they can't tell you goodbye. So with the sun here, this is illumination of the fact that it's their sadness. Again, I was getting, you're able to discern that it's not your pain any longer. There was attachments in the sacral. But I feel like that for you has been removed. I feel like you've been doing cord cutting. I think you've been working on that quite a long time from what I'm hearing. And so, yeah, look, okay, this is what they're wanting to show me. Do you see this? It almost looks like this, like she's doing cord cutting here. You can tell that it's this person's sadness. So you're saying something to the universe that is giving them the, yeah, there it is, magician, you can't make it up. I heard magician and the sword all morning. I even texted my friend, I'm hearing magician and the sword, magician and the sword. And she was commenting about masculines, divine masculines. And I was like, I keep hearing this message. I have to do a collective on it. A divine this is the cheetah. Stop. So in a different deck. Stop. Literally, I can't with the magic though. That cheetah right there is the cheetah. I think it's a leopard here, but that is the one. Your divine masculine is now the magician with the sword. So you are your own masculine, of course, but I am getting that there's an external masculine protecting you now. You're bringing it in, you're summoning it, you're summoning this masculine energy. The more you keep rejecting this sad offer from someone, it's a very sad, pathetic attempt at winning you over, winning you back. And it's working, like this is working. The more you say no, it's working. I can't believe that it's the same, or it's a different deck. That's insane. Where did it go? I just lost it. I feel like there's a message there. Where'd it go? I put it back in the deck unknowingly. This is a secretive cheetah. This is someone that not many people know, recognize, or hear. I mean, cheetahs technically are very fast, right? But they can't go for long periods of time. They're short bursts. When a cheetah runs, it's like 60, 70 miles an hour, right? But it's like it burns out really fast. I think that's what's happening here with this magician. There's something about like needing to recharge the batteries. So your masculine might be needing to recharge batteries after using the magician's sword. Wow. I feel like divine feminine, and it makes sense. The sun came out, and this is masculine. And she is literally right in front of the sun. It's something about your twin flame being able to almost like from a distance speak. Yeah, my neighbor just started laughing. Speak verbally over your life, like wherever they're at, even if they're in a different, yeah, wow. This is incredible. I remember I told my friend, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do a collective message. It's going to be about the masculines for sure. High Priestess, you're seeing the despair of someone that is not your divine counterpart, but the masculine energy within you well, is your divine, I mean, that is your masculine, speaking it out loud and be like, nope, this is over. This is over. We're not doing this. And I feel like something's happening here with the magician. And I don't know, I'm getting like kind of burnt out. They get fully exhausted very quickly with that. Like, magic is great, but this person either doesn't know enough or they don't know how to conserve their magical energy. You know what I mean? They don't know how to, I don't know. Give me more on that. The Emperor, yeah, it's your masculine. We're ready for war. That's the lyric I just heard. We're ready for war. Three of Pentacles, Father of Wands. We have a lot of masculine energy right now. The Sun, the King of Wands, and the Emperor with the Magician. Whew. I'm feeling like this masculine is starting to understand magic at a level that is like very advanced, because they're waking up at a soul level to the idea that they're the magician. They've been the magician the whole time. The problem is they were surrounding themselves with other people, collaborating with other people who really they did not have their best interest in mind. So they weren't going to validate success and protection for you. These people were not going to hear the words of the Emperor and apply it in their mind to give you success. Do you know what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden there's a shift here. This masculine is bringing in a lot of other masculines, okay? And I heard we're ready for war. I'm getting that. Queen of Cups, because here you are, feminine, very receptive to it. Receptive to the idea that your masculine needs to do something. They need to pull their weight here. Queen of Cups. I think what's triggering this is your innocence. What's triggering this is your emotionality. It's suddenly being triggered here. I'm noticing the blue tear here. You could wear blue makeup or pink eyeshadow. I'm noticing her whole body seems to be covered in some sort of gunk, tar or something. The only thing you can see is her face. I feel like this masculine, all they really can see of you right now is sadness. And it's not making sense, because otherwise in a day, I feel you're extremely happy and exuberant. So that is activating this. Oh, honey. Very nice. 18:18 on the clock. The message I was getting for the masculines recently was that they realized all those bad eggs in their corner, in their energy. They'd be able to speak to them, yeah, about magic, about what they believe, things like that. You know, how extremely powerful they are with their gifts, but yet something was restricted. This is beautiful. I just got a download about how this cheetah was suppressing the pentacle for you. When I said in the beginning, feminine, that you were broke, the reason that happened was your masculine was protecting your pentacle for the lineage ahead. I heard the future lineage. They were protecting your money because they knew, again, and you knew this too, because you and you are the same soul. So your friends would have stolen any abundance that would have come in up to this point, right? Yeah, I'm hearing evil eye, things like that. They knew that it wouldn't have been time, right? And so now this cheetah is recognizing that they have been the one withholding your finances. Doing that intentionally, but accidentally. Accidentally in that they didn't realize how bad I think this coven was. This is like a coven, especially with the magician here. Yeah, and the Three of Pentacles, like they were purposely working against their own better good for a while, but now they're realizing, your masculine's waking up to the fact that the divine masculine energy within you, the sun, the solar plexus, right? Your laser focused energy towards building something was purposely halted by them. But now they're waking up and saying, I'm not really guilty of anything. There is nothing I'm guilty of. It needed to be repressed. It needed to be suppressed because there was too many oppressed. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Wow. And here comes my eye problem again. It's weird. I was saying like pink eye makeup and it like all of a sudden looks like yeah, again, it's a symbol of crying. It's a symbol of, I don't know, feeling extremely fatigued, when normally your masculine knows that that's not how you are. So give me more on the magician. What's the magician noticing about how he or she held this pentacle for ransom, I heard? Held it for ransom? There was a purpose. I'm hearing a method to my madness, a method to my madness. Doubt, yeah. They doubted the people they were around with their money. So it's almost like they hoarded it. And so that energy, because it's your masculine, that energy of doubt seeped over feminine into your life. And I keep hearing, we're ready for war. So I'm getting something about, wow, a hoarding kind of energy here. I do what I came here for. We're ready for war. Making amends. This person is realizing, 333, the divine feminine. One, I got that people really want to make amends with you and you don't want anything to do with the past, okay? That's what's activating this. Secondly, that they want to make amends with themselves and realizing there was nothing they really did wrong. They needed to do that. At a soul level, they needed to hold their own finances ransom in a way. And by association, I hate to say it, but yours as well. I'm getting a pentacle here. I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, like, the cheetah was doing it intentionally, only giving it to you because here's the magician's swords. It's the only one in front of the cheetah. Meaning this is the future. The magician and the sword is the future. And they knew they couldn't be giving that pentacle to the past. At first, I think this magician really did. Yeah, this masculine really blamed themselves. Oh, wow. And I'm really getting it was like very sad. Very sad. You could have even felt that pain. And knowing that they were guilty of doing this, that it was the masculine's job to provide this within you. Your masculine within you was supposed to be supplying for you the feminine within you. You understand? So there is this sadness that I think already broke through. I think this already was dealt with. I feel like this phase has already, for the collective I'm tuning into, like I feel like I'm jumping into a timeline stream. It's already happened for the collective. They already felt that pain. What is this magician needing to say? I heard we're ready for war. Yeah, 5 of Wands. We're ready for war. There it is, the Death card and the Ace of Swords. Wow. We're ready to end shit. And I keep hearing we, because I am hearing that this external cheetah that you've got on your team is not the only cheetah. I don't know what has been happening with these masculines lately. I don't know. I feel like I just kind of woke up one day to the fact that, wow, I love reading cards for twins. I mean, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I was very much involved with a false twin flame, a false karmic twin flame on my live streams, and I wasn't able to pick up on the energy of divine masculines because I was in the distorted masculine energy. So now, today, it's almost like I'm breaking ground. I'm like breaking through something. So me as a reader, this is really interesting to see, because this Ace of Swords again, here it is indicating the way that you speak, the way that this magician speaks over your life. It feels physical. It doesn't, I mean, I'm not saying though that you're not having telepathy with this person. You know, twins already, they always have that. It's more like literally saying something out loud to people that they trust. Give me more here. 5 of Wands and the Death. We're ready for war. Yeah, you see how there's a moth over the lips, right? 5 of Wands talks about struggle, but it's sometimes a mock fight. It's not really, really real. If I would have seen the 5 of Swords, I'd have been like, okay, that's really war, but what is this? This is more like a fake fight. I was mentioning my false twin flame, and here I'm getting the silence that the feminines had to go through being around their feminine. Or being around, excuse me, their false twin. The throat chakra blockage. Did I even say that right? See, this is the thing. This old thing, connection, that is making you cry, Divine Feminine, has caused so much brain fog that I feel like you guys don't even know what you're saying. It's like given Tower of Babel vibes, like you're babbling. And it's because there was some sort of magic over your throat chakra. And again, Ace of Swords, so you couldn't speak the way you needed to have a better life, right? But what I'm hearing is why the 5 of Wands and not the 5 of Swords is because it's over before it even started. It's so... The cheetah is so fast at getting you the sword, getting the sword back to you, that it's going to be over before you know it. It's like if there was a war on the horizon, the war's already done. And all you have to do is change your mindset about it and it's over. This is intense. I don't know what I was expecting. I certainly was not expecting this. This is, I don't know. I really like it. I do. Because like, you know, there's a story and a theme and you can like jump in, you know, as a psychic and a tarot reader, I can jump into a stream of consciousness. And it's almost like me, Jenna, as a reader, like I'm seeing something so different I've never seen before. And how I can visit a timeline, visit some sort of collective, and then pull my energy back. Again, in the beginning when I said High Priestess, you're going to have this ability soon. You're going to go really, really deep. You're going to need that totem. You're going to need that something to pull your ass back. Because honey, you're going real far, okay? And so you really want to have something that can bring you back. Can I know what that is? What's that something? Realization, yeah? Something to pull you back through the threshold, like pull you back into the world of the real, right? This reminds me of Katniss Everdeen, if you guys have ever seen The Hunger Games. She turns on the TV while she's in the Capitol, I think. Or she's somewhere where she doesn't want to be. And she turns on the TV, that like the screen thing on her wall, and it's this beautiful lush garden and the forest, and she loves being in the forest. So she was really starting to just like love it, right? She's getting into this hypnotic trance, and she woke herself up and she was like, no, wait, no, don't turn that off. I'm at war. Do you see? There's something about how you need to be pulled back into reality because you're going a little too deep into fantasy. Now, again, it's not fantasy, really. It is a collective that exists. It is, you are channeling from reality, okay? I mean, that's just as, what I just said is hella real. I just saw it with my mind's eye. I just channeled it. I just felt it. It's fucking real. But there is a point here in that High Priestess, you're going to need to come back a little bit, and you're going to need something or someone. And for me, it might be this train, because it's very much visceral. It's in the 3D. Right? I literally just told my friend, like, that train now represents magic in general. And it's here to bring me back to reality. Right? Yeah, number 3, I'm getting Empress, Divine Feminine. Like, this is to get you back. Yeah, back to reality. Okay, so tell me more about that. One more. Pleasure. Yeah, because there is a gift that the feminines are getting right now. The high priestesses that I'm channeling for, you get to have this pleasurable moment in some sort of, well, it feels delusion in a way. It feels delusional. It feels very Piscean in nature, very Neptunian, very dreamlike, and just kind of out there, you know? But it needs to stay grounded. You still got bills to pay and taxes are due. Do you know what I'm saying? You still need to be realistic in that way, because you're going a little bit, well, you're not going too far. You're going exactly where you need to be to convey a message. 30:33 on the clock. You are magic, and you're seeing it everywhere. The difference now, Divine Feminine, is you have something grounding you back to reality instead of just letting it become a problem. And another thing I talked about with my friend was how my grandmother, she was bipolar schizophrenic. My grandmother had multiple personality disorder. And so my entire childhood, she was in straitjackets and taking about 15 medications a day. So I never got to know what it was like to be a high priestess until I said, that's not my reality. That's not going to happen to me. Why? Because I'm protected by God. I'm a channel. I'm an open channel. She was too. She just wasn't in a reality where people could comfort her and secure her in that. She didn't even know she was a channel, but she definitely was. She was an Aquarius. So the point I'm trying to make here is they deemed her crazy, but in my reality, I'm not crazy. I'm certainly not crazy. I've made it this far. I have some sense about me. You know what I'm saying? If you could survive 2019 and 2020... honey, you're good, okay? You've got some discernment about you. So the pleasure here is that you are now, through your heart chakra and your solar plexus, creating magic. And it's like a lot of portals, okay? This is a lot of portals that you're opening, and if you don't be careful, you can get stuck in one of them. And really just kind of lose it. You can lose it. You can lose your sensibility. You can lose that groundedness. You can lose that, okay? This magician's love for you, it's wow. Tell me more about the pentacle, because I just heard the cheetah on the pentacle here. One more on that. I heard, I know what I came here for. I'm hearing, I know what I came here for. Seven of Pentacles. I know what I'm going to invest in. I know what I came here for. I know what I'm supposed to do with this. This masculine wants to invest in you, because you've invested in you. You fight for you, your masculine does too. Look at this, 3 of Pentacles next to this 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. This masculine is extremely, well, I feel like they're doing okay. They're doing okay. And the reason that they're doing okay financially is because they were in that energy of hoarding, right? Which again, you know, I wouldn't condone it. I wouldn't suggest everybody like go hoard everything. But again, at a psychic level, they knew they had to. Intuitively. I mean, you and your divine masculine are both psychics, you know, twin flames are psychic, both of them. So they knew psychically not to give out to these people. Who were they going to give to? All they were surrounded by were snakes. I mean, what if all you have are snakes to give to, you're not going to want to give to snakes. So, I mean, at a soul level, you don't want to do that. So yeah, this person has stored up like a lot, and they know what they came here for, 7 of Pentacles, to do something with you. Can I get another message on that? This is beautiful. I love this message. It's like my favorite. Oh, I heard, and that was a channeled message from the Divine Masculine for the Empress. You're my favorite. You're my favorite that I want to give to. The Empress. Wow. Wow, you can't make it up, guys. I know what I came here for. 9 of Wands, and I'm ready for war. This is a Wounded Warrior card. You can't make it up. I know what I came here for. So the Masculine, wow, you're really waking up, Masculine. I am so proud. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, Empress. Just beautiful. This is by far my favorite reading I think I've ever given in my life. And I've been reading cards on YouTube for 4 years. This is by far the most beautiful. And I think it's because there's this level of creative magic, like creative expression as a feminine I never had before. And again, I feel like what that is why I'm safe to do so is because there's this sword. There's this protection that I have psychically to do so. To really push the envelope, to go a little further than I ever have before, to explore a little more bit creatively, magically. Because again, when I was talking to my friend at Divine Feminine, I was talking to her last night about how, like, I would have in the past never been able to talk like this ever to anyone that I was ever involved with, because I would have still been in that timeline where I believed that I could be persecuted for this. I believed there would be a witch hunt. I believed that someone would have thought I was crazy and deemed me crazy. And so having witnessed my grandma go through that psychic torture as a child, you know, I had to really realize that magic was meant to be silenced. It was meant to be quiet. But not really. It's meant to be grounded and solidified. You don't have to be silent about magic anymore. You don't have to live in, that's if you don't live in fear. And the feminines I've been channeling for, you don't live in fear anymore. We have clarity on the top of this one here. So I am getting, like, you as your clear gifts, you don't, there's the tray. You don't have anything to worry about, because you get to come back to reality and keep it very grounded, lucid. Again, you know, and that's sad, but my grandmother never had that. She never had a divine masculine that could bring her back. She would, you know, in fact, have people that would punish her for ever being magical or believing in something a little too far-fetched. So that's not what you have, though. You're blessed. Beyond belief, Divine Feminine, you are blessed. Page of Cups. This is that creative spark I was talking about. 10 of Cups. See, this is that, look, fear of judgment. Right here it is. But there's something about, like, this is over. This is over, this fear of judgment, a fear of who you truly are and who you are meant to be. If you know who you are, feminine, your masculine knows who they are. You see? It really is a mirrored image. If you now get to explore and have this fun, magically speaking, and not fear it, because, you know, you'll see the synchronicities that would normally turn people insane. You'll see that's the same name that shows up all the time, and, like, one day you meet that person. Sometimes that could just drive people to madness, you know? You're gonna see the same number at the grocery store, then you see the same number on a license plate. Sometimes it makes people go, like, a little loco, okay? This is not how it is for you anymore. The Page of Cups with 10 of Cups is like you really exploring all these different timelines. I'm seeing each line here as a different timeline that you get to go through and pick and choose to relay to the collective. You get to relay to your counterpart. You get to relay to yourself. You get to relay to your friends. You get to relay to anybody. You can go and tune in as the Page of Cups, a very flirty, a fun energy, like have that creative liberty, right? Creative liberties. And then you get to come back. Come back to reality, honey. Come back. It feels almost like you can easily go into a trance. You can easily go into, like, a state of hypnosis in a way, because you're looking at other timelines. You're looking at past lives. You're looking at Akashic records, and you sometimes, you know, can get really, really lost in the sauce as a psychic. So you're going to be able to confidently now, because you don't live in fear, you're going to be able to go as deep as you want. Because there is no fear. You'll just go wherever the fuck you want to go, and you will come back. And there's no judgment. There's no judgment anymore in how far you want to go. You know, sometimes in readings, on live streams, I would consistently talk about, you know, what I used to call weird shit. It's not weird. It's real. You know, conspiracy theories, aliens, ET, you know. Agendas, you know, but it's like I needed to be better at picking and choosing which timeline I went to. I was feeding the Matrix. I was feeding so many people that reality that I would go into as a channeler. As the lead of the show, I would take 20 people with me to a reality that sucked monkey turds, and I'd be like, okay, why does everybody feel so sad? Come on, guys. Because I got to come back. Why? Because I have a totem. I have the magician. I have my divine counterpart. I got to come back. But then I would wonder why like 20 people would be fucking just gone or sad or angry or something, you know? And it's because I took people there. There is a big price for doing that, right? With great power comes great responsibility. And I didn't understand my responsibility. I didn't understand how great my power was. So now that I know, I have to do better, right? And that is exactly how your masculine feels as well. They're like, wow, I have to do a lot better because what we've been doing just ain't working. And you know the proof is in the pudding when you just look outside your freaking window and you see all that. So, you know. But you're not about to have to see all that because this magician is giving you the power to speak. The authority to speak about a different reality. The protection here is from the masculine, giving you the protection so you can speak whatever you want. They trust you that much. You can speak whatever you want. Speak life or speak death. You have free will. Do what you're going to do. Pure power. You can do whatever you want to do. But you both know what you want now. You both know that you don't want the power to destroy. You want the power to create. And that's exactly what this Page of Cups here is with the Ten of Cups. You want the power to create a canvas, to paint a very bright picture for the world. You need to go deep, High Priestess, into that. You're going to need something to bring your ass back, okay? You don't want to get... Oh my God. I heard you don't want to get lost in the sauce. And look what card I fucking flipped. Look. Faraway places. Bitch, nah. You can't make this shit up. Get ready for new horizons. Come on. Come on. Far away. You see? I swear to everything, if it weren't recorded, people wouldn't believe me on this shit. Far away places. You're going way too far. You need to come back a little bit. Bring it in. Bring it back. Bring it back. Stay in the fucking real world, all right? You're allowed to go out there, have fun, go play in the ethers, all right? Have your little fun. Have your little fun, create something really incredible and magical, bring the 5D to Earth, you bring that new Earth here. Speak heaven over Earth, that's great. But then realize like somebody has to pull you back, okay? And it's gonna be this magician, this masculine within you. And sometimes I heard it won't feel good when they bring you back down. I heard that. It sometimes won't feel good. Yeah, because your energy will shift really fast. Some of you might, oh yeah, I heard. Yep, okay. The Six of Wands and the Chariot in reverse. It'll be like all of a sudden it's like the energy shifts and you can't be successful anymore. And the Chariot is in reverse because it's just like, whoa Nelly, and it just halts like that. The conversation I was having with my friend, she brought me back down real quick. I was getting way too out there. Both of us were, because we were in harmony, we were in union, we were like, us together as divine feminines, we were in union with the source, and so she brought my ass down real fast, and I even for a moment blamed her, and I was like, how dare you? How dare you? I was in heaven, bitch, what are you doing? Then we had to get grounded. Then we had to like pull that shit back and really work on some things. Now, before, my mother would do this to my grandma because my grandmother was bipolar schizophrenic. So when she had her events, her like high highs, like her mania days, she would go out, blow like thousands of dollars, flirt with like random married men while she was married. And she had all these like fantastical moments, right? And so my mother would do just that. She would bring her back down. So my mother used to be a totem for my grandma, so she didn't get too far. You know what I mean? Because in the psychic world, you can really lose your shit. So my mom did that a lot. But then what my mom didn't do, she didn't heal. So she was never able to realize like, that's one reality, Mom, but that's not mine. Now I have someone who did heal, right? Divine feminines and my masculine around me as well. And so this now will be the perfect opportunity for me to realize that someone can bring you back down 44 as I'm recording to get grounded. There's 4 sides to a square. I'm telling you, you'll get grounded don't blame them. It's not their fault. It's not their fault when you're out in La La Land and you need to, you know, pay your damn bill. Like, hello, go to school. Like, go feed your kids. Okay, you're a high priestess, but you have duties in the 3D, right? So again, you're gonna have this ability to go anywhere you wanna go, but just don't bitch and moan when your ass gets pulled back to the real world, all right? Wow, awakening. I love this with temperance. Yeah, because this is a divine messenger bringing you back. Wow, and you're connected through the heart space to this cheetah here. You're connected to the heart space, so it's almost like they send out a code and it brings you back in. It's very, this is one of the most beautiful readings I think I've ever channeled. It's almost too gorgeous. I don't want to stop. I don't know if I should. Maybe I should keep going. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I think that that's actually the energy I'm getting for the divine feminine. I feel like when you get snapped back, there might be this urge to like convince yourself that psychically you're still where you were, and then like you might try to really force it. Like, no, but there's magic though, and this happened and that happened. And like, yeah, we're gonna make this work. But then you're around people now at a vibrational level that are much more grounded. So this is where it really pays to have that logical mind and realize that you can't go too far into like bringing the new earth into the old earth too fast. You need to kind of like realize immediately what just transpired. You were up in the 5D and your ass came down real quick. You need to be okay with that. You need to be okay with that. There's an emphasis on that. I'm hearing you need to be okay with it. I'm getting so many downloads right now about like what I'm gonna do as a channel soon. That's freaking nuts. I'm getting like, I'm gonna be helping a lot of psychics who are, wow, like really, really going deep. This is beautiful. You guys are going, yeah, it's like you're going a little too deep, far away places. And if you're not careful, like there's no one here manning the boat. Like there's nobody here. Like, hello, where the fuck are you? You need someone who can pull you back. And I hate to say it, guys, I really do, because it hurts so bad. My friend like did something and it was innocent. It wasn't anything. She didn't mean to do anything, but it hurt me so bad. Like I could tell that she had projected a psychic energy onto me. It was fear. It was her fear about something that I did while I was up there in the clouds, I guess is what you could say. I don't know. I was up dancing with Jesus, basically. And she did something that pissed me off royally. And oh man, I was so mad. I was so mad when I came back. I was like, you know what? Anything you just sent me, I'm sending right back to you. And I didn't hold it. It wasn't mine. It was her fear. But her fear is what brought me back down, grounded me. And in a way, because it brought me back to the reality of fear, right? A dense version of reality, in the 3D. In a way, that's what my mom used to do to my grandmother. She would instantly tell her something to bring her down and get her depressed and sad so that she wouldn't do crazy shit. Because, I mean, you know, and I don't mean to say crazy, I'm sorry. That's like a sore subject, even for me. And I think a lot of psychics, you know, the word crazy, oh God, I hate it. I do. I know I say it, but I think that that's one of the things that I blame my mom for the longest time, was like having to be that anchor. The anchor has to happen in order for a psychic to be a psychic. Otherwise, a psychic turns psycho. You don't want to do that. You need to have an anchor. And I, for the longest time, blamed my mom when she would be that anchor for me. She thought that bipolar schizophrenia skipped a generation and went from my grandmother to me. So here she was doing the exact same thing again. I remember, like, she told me one day, like, if you get too bad, if you ever, like, because when I was trying to start my business as a psychic, she's like, yeah, no, if I ever don't, like, understand what's going on, or I don't trust you and I think that you're incompetent, I'll have to call a psych ward. First of all, I'm a sovereign being. Second of all, I'm a fully grown motherfucking adult. Third of all, I'm protected by higher forces, so you aren't going to do shit. I don't exist in your reality. Like, I'm not on your timeline. But the fear of hers was grounding me. Does that make sense? So now I have people in my life that don't really live in fear that much, but technically they still understand like the level of logic that needs to be had by high priestesses, so they will bring me down in one way. It doesn't have to be fear all the time. It could be anything. It could be just like, all right, honey, you know, let's come back down. It could be anything. But the point I'm trying to make here is divine feminines, high priestesses. Wowza. Wowza. Are you going to be given some motherfucking gifts soon? Like, it's insane. It's insane the amount of gifts you're about to have. We have the Hangman here, like these downloads though. And the Six of Cups, I'm feeling like those colors, right? You get to go so far. And like, you need to be grounded. You need to be rooted, right? Because you get to go hella far, honey. You get to be the leader of the new earth. You get to be the one that paints a picture, a portrait of new earth because you saw it. You get to see it, come back and talk about it. That's the beauty of being a high priestess, a grounded high priestess. Being in the world, but not of it. I just heard that. Being in the world, but not of it. Any other message here? What a beautiful, this is so gorgeous, guys. My eye keeps hurting again and again and again. I don't know what's going on. We're ready for war. And I keep hearing it. Okay, so when you do this, when you come back, like the second stage is, I feel like that war energy is only as long as you want it to be, because you think that everything is like, fuck you and fuck you, because you took me out of heaven, you took me out of heaven, like fuck you. It's only as long as you want it to be. If instead you look at it like, well, no, I understand. Let's build on this though. Let's take what I just saw. Let's talk about it. Let's heal it. Let's really look and integrate this shit into the 3D. Let's do this. If you can take what you saw and formulate new earth on earth, the war's over. There is no war. There was a war when I hated my friend for about an hour. There was war. I was like, go fuck yourself. Go, I don't want you. It's your anger. You go fucking have it. Return to sender. Return. Like, there was a war for about an hour. But, yeah, it's like, it's gonna end as soon as you want it to end. I just saw an image of my false twin flame in my mind's eye. Oh my God, another message, guys. I cannot, oh, the Hierophant, bitch. There's the Five of Swords. There's the Five of Swords. When I was getting the Five of Wands, was like a mock fight. Your false twin is so aggressive in nature. They want the real fight. They want the real war, like a real war. We have the Hierophant here at the Five of Swords. Again, this is giving that sword, the magician's sword, severing the worm, right? So the crow can't eat it. So the crow can't have food. This crow represents your false karmic. A lot of karmics, not even just one person, a karmic energy in general. Parasitic in nature, in trying to drain you of life force. So it's this different message. And what I'm getting is this magician's sword is somehow cutting off energy to your false twin flame. Wow, this is such, guys, this is gonna be my favorite ever. I mean, my favorite lifetime. Not my favorite reading. I'm gonna do another reading soon and it's gonna be amazing. But this is gonna be my favorite lifetime ever. Because I really do feel, I don't know, I've never really felt like this is my calling before, until now. I love twins. I love being able to go deep into what a twin flame is feeling, like on each side, right? But when I was, again, with my karmic, the Lovers in reverse, yeah, definitely. Five of Wands, there it is. I was talking about that mock fight, right? The fake fighting and the real fight. The fake war, the real war. When I was around my false karmic, I thought everything was a real war. I wouldn't have only hated my friend for an hour. Oh, no. It would have lasted like a couple days. I would have like just been so pissed. I would have like folded my eye, like, don't talk to me. There was a couple times I said that, like, don't fucking talk to me. And I told her telepathically, like, you can go royally fuck yourself. Again, when you're in this distortion of the distorted masculine energy, which you are masculine and feminine, 5-4, 5-4 on the clock. You're both, right? 5-5-5, look at that, it's crazy here. We have 5-5-5 here. When you're in that, and you're a hammer, everything's a nail. 55:05 on the clock, come on, it's crazy. Everything is battle, everything is war when you're around the wrong one, right? So as a girl who was with the wrong one for, oh, gee, I don't know. How old am I? 30, 21? 21 years I was with the wrong one? Nah, look, I've been with the wrong one 34 years on this planet. And when you meet the right one, you're like, okay, well, here's the thing. I'm gonna cut off your fuel supply. Who's doing it? Me. My masculine. Period. I'm the emperor. I'm the emperor, bitch. I'm the empress, bitch. I'm both. I'm cutting it off, right? And that's what the message was in the beginning, was High Priestess, you're about to realize, like, you have permission to cut it off. And not only do you have permission to cut it off, but you're allowed to. You're supposed to. You're being asked to. And again, for the longest time, I was like, no, God, don't make me do it. I feel so bad because, like, I should feel guilt, right? Leaving them behind because they're so sad and they need my help and they need somebody. Cut that fuel source, I'm telling you. And I kept hearing parasitic in nature. Like, this is a fucking energy vampire. Okay, a leech. Why is it the Hierophant, though? Why does that come up as the Hierophant? The Magician. You can't make it up. 10 of Pentacles. They held. Your Magician held. Is that the 9? Ace of Wands. This is giving me like magical wand here, right? Your ability to manifest was held back on purpose. On purpose, guys. Cause this, a fucking fake and a fraud, bro. This is not real. This is not real. I heard this is the key that leads to destruction. Yeah, they have a key for you. Great. Where's that lead? Right the fuck to hell? Like, come on. This is why. This is why your inner magician kept everything to yourself. Greedily. Even to a point of greed, which I am hearing is why a lot of you might have not been able to, well, I mean, you weren't freely giving to the universe, so the universe wasn't freely giving back. A lot of you suffered because of that. A lot of you suffered because you didn't give. You didn't have a safe place to give. Anytime you would give, this is what the fuck you experienced? War with a Hierophant wannabe? Nah. So you're a magician here. You are the magician. But your magician, your divine counterpart, is recognizing now that it was never them. It was this false Hierophant. Beautiful. This is something else. A lot, and something I talked to her about last night was how energy has been cloaked. Your false twin flame was cloaking themselves in your true counterpart's energy. Some of you might have even had dreams where you thought you were dealing with your real twin flame, but really it was your false twin flame's energy, kind of just like looking like their body, looking like their avatar. You know what I mean? So, yeah. There's about to be rest. There's about to be rest from the wicked, I heard. No rest for the wicked, but I heard rest from the wicked. Death, you can't make it up. This is that crow that has lost fuel supply. Look, bro, this reading, they've lost fuel. They've lost fuel. This energy vampire has lost fuel. Because the magician's sword is only speaking life. For you and them. You're not going to be speaking about this past very long. So where the fuck are they getting their energy? They're not getting it from you. So they're metaphorically dying off. And here you are, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Four of Swords. This beautiful union coming in. This is one of the best readings I've ever channeled ever in my life. I mean, like, as a reader, I feel like this is a new phase for me. And I want to thank you guys for being here, making it this far. It's beautiful. Judgment, yeah. This is like really Like I'm elevated as a reader, as a channel, as a twin flame, as a coach, as a woman, as a being, as everything. It's just crazy. So I just wanted you guys to know, as an orator, I just heard that as well. Thanks, guys, if you think so. I just heard that in my head. I heard orator. You know, it's funny. I sometimes joke about Moira Rose, if you guys have ever watched Schitt's Creek. Hands down my favorite. Like, I love that show so much. Moira Rose is the mother character on there. She's the mom. And she's like this thespian. She's this actress who is so concerned about the way that people view her and stuff. She cares more about how people view her and her successes and her titles and her awards than she cares about even her own kids sometimes. But yeah, I'm getting this very theatrical Moira Rose vibe, which is kind of nice because it's tuning me into my inner child. When I was a kid, I was an actress. So there's something very profound about what's happening to me right now, shifting as a reader on YouTube especially. But reading for twins, putting this gift that I had in high school when I was feeding my ego, right? And applying it to something that gives a shit. 10111. Look, twin flames, bro. I would rather give this gift to those that work for God, right? This gift of being able to create life using my energy in the same way that I would have done so had I stuck with acting, but I didn't, which is good because I was going through a spiritual journey, not an acting career. So, but the point I'm trying to make here is like, this is you guys soon recognizing that you're allowed to be who you are. You're allowed to be peace. You're allowed to be fun. You're allowed to have your time in the sun. Like, you're allowed to be fun, enjoyed, savored, cherished, watched, viewed, loved, adored. You're allowed to have that. You're not only allowed to, but it's like, it's a requirement of your soul. Like, that's what you wanted to come here to do, to help change humanity. And how are you going to do it? By being yourself, by being your true, authentic soul, right? So, my true, authentic soul is quite the orator. I'm quite the speaker, I guess. But I want to work for the light. And I feel like that's a lot right now what the high priestesses are experiencing. It's like, you want to work for the light. Okay. Be about it. Be about it. Work for the light. This magician certainly is right now. Okay. Okay. Your divine masculine is working for the light. You should too. 4 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. The Star. Stop. Look, you guys, this reading, I just cannot even. Okay? I just can't. It's starting to really creep me out. So, a star here in the making. Hello, my name is Jenna. Today it's Jenna. I don't know. I'll channel someone random tomorrow and it'll be like Veronica or something. I'm not sure. But look, we have the star, but it's almost like this magician had to hold back their energy towards you, the Knight of Wands, because you weren't ready to be a star around these energies. You couldn't. To be a star, like, do you understand the amount of energy you're about to pour out to some collective? Which collective were you in? Pouring all that fucking energy, right? Which collective was I in? I'll tell you right now. I was in hell. And I was sitting there pouring out every single day all of my precious energy to people who were like this. So my masculine within me had to really withhold 4 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands energy, this cheetah energy. This is the cheetah. If there's any card in tarot that would represent the cheetah, it's the Knight of Wands for me. And I could not impart my wisdom and my beautiful sacred energy, a plentiful amount of it, around these people. I couldn't. At a soul level, I felt like I'd be judged and damned for doing so, and I would have been. So I had to instead not give any energy at all until I could learn my lessons and give to the right ones. So I had to withhold all this energy. What the fuck happens when you do that? The universe is gonna match you with greedy people because you are greedy, right? You're not giving, which clenched fist, right? So you're gonna be matched with evenly yoked people of clenched fists. This is why a lot of us need to go within and not have people around us at all to go into hermit mode to learn these lessons, right? So yeah, there's something here about your masculine, your magician within you, right? This sexy beast here understood all too well that to give you this power, Ace of Swords, to be able to create life would have given it to the wrong one, the wrong ones, plural. So you had to forget that you're a magician. You didn't know for the longest time that you're a magician. And now you are. How does that feel? How does it feel, guys, to be known as the magician? Really fun, huh? Oh, well, maybe not, because we have the 9 of Swords, and I instantly heard all eyes on you. All eyes on you. So maybe some of you don't like that you're going to be known for this. 4 of Wands. Maybe even your divine union has been impacted in a negative way because of your fear of being known in the public eye. Like you two together in union, look, justice. There's the sword. There's the sword. Something the collective will want to work on soon is like, why are you afraid of being scrutinized for being in love with your twin flame? Is it because in the past there would be people like this who would judge and criticize? Okay, but you don't feed these people anymore. You don't feed these people. These people are hella jealous, envious, stuck in a warped timeline. You don't feed that. You know the types of people you feed now energetically and lovingly? This. Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, people who love love. That's it. Sweethearts. People who believe in God. Believe in God, believe in love. Love is God, God is love. So if you believe in love, why don't you go channel for people who believe in love? If you believe in God, why don't you go channel for people who believe in God? Because this is done. Period. Over. It's literally already done. This is so old news. It's not even here. It's not even here. This is what's here, right? So, if you are still fearing mass scrutiny about you and your twin being in union in the 3D, publicly, out loud, boldly, then you need to really work on this, honey. Have a seat and work on it. Because you two are meant to be known worldwide for what you do. Because you're both so sexy. And you're meant to be known for being sexy badasses. You're both cheetahs, and you're meant to be known as being a motherfucking cheetah. So own it. Why are you still in this mentality of fear? Well, I am noticing the worm again, right? And here it was. I think you really are still kind of toying with the idea that there is a reality where you fueled these people so long that they can, you know, like repopulate or some shit. I don't know, like these worms will come back, right? But no, it's over. It's over. The more you speak life, the more life has to come to you. That's the whole key to manifesting. Speak life. Stop speaking death. Don't speak about, well, I can't do that, and he won't call me, and I don't know how to do that, and I wish, but I can't. No. Okay, that's stupid. Let's actually talk about how in love you are right now with your partner and how union is inevitable and you're already in union. What are they like? Oh my God, so sexy. So desirable. So beautiful. So magical. So rich. So wealthy. Calling you right now, every motherfucking day. In fact, calling you so often, you're like, can you just leave me alone, please? Because I need a break. That is speaking life. Both counterparts are doing this now. Beautiful reading. I love you guys with all my heart. I hope it helped. And if you want a personal or one-on-one coaching, please look down below. All the information's in that description box. You just click more down below and you'll find it all there. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.